here. If Hamam's hand was a little bit bigger, Ace Jack, this would be an automatic call. King Jack is on the borderline. It doesn't feel like the right place to defend to me.
You can't beat a Raggedy Ace, and a Raggedy Ace is very possible here.
That's the problem. That's the problem with King Jack. It's a pretty good dog to any weak ace. Another thing I've noticed today is these players haven't been talking much. They've been quiet as a church mouse in there.
It's also, if there's one person who will talk, it's Hamam. English not her first language, but she's not an internet player. She's a 17-year veteran of cash games.
Live games.
She knows how to read people. She'll look at them, whatever she can get for a reaction.
Oh, and looky here. She calls.
Okay, call segment, please.
And Wharton has to hate this before she turns it over. She's going to find out, though, that she doesn't hate it so bad.
Yeah, I think Hamam was kind of hoping for something better than 50-50. She'll take 50-50, but
she'll take it, but I don't think that's what she was after.
And Wharton all in. If the threes hold, she'll be back in this with 78,000. If they don't, Hamam will be in Mason territory. That's safe for the trays.
Pfosten.
See, this is the only problem. I mean, King Jack is not a made hand. Oh, you know Wharton didn't like that. It was a face card. She didn't like that.
Split the crossbar. But you just gotta slide this one in, does Karen.
Yep.
She dodged him 5 times. 6 outs, missed 5 times. And for Karen, this is a second life, I believe. Lines are still 3 and 6,000. And you know, when you look at like Karen Wharton and Cheryl, I mean, very little has gone right for them, but yet,
Cool.
you know, they've got every chance. Obviously, they need a double up, but they've got every chance.
Yeah, but still managed to stay alive without much happening good for them. Sometimes that's enough.
And Mel Lofthouse has just limped in here.
I think she limped more for deception than being afraid, which also caused Karen Wharton to take a limp because now maybe Lofthouse limped with the big hands going through her mind.
Cool.
It's going to be 4 ways unless Jen gets really jiggy, and she has.
22,000 more.
And it's quite impressive because Mel Lofthouse could easily, I guess she could have limped with a big hand here. Jen's taken it as weakness.
Absolutely, she could have. And, you know, honest to God, if I'm Mel Lofthouse here, I'm going to do one of 2 things. I ain't flat calling. I'm either mucking or I'm moving all in. She's got the perfect stack size to re-raise all in. Of course, then it feels like ace-king if she does.
Us.
She's angry at herself right now, Mel, because, you know, I don't mind her doing it, but she knows that if you give Jen this kind of opening, Jen will seize it. And that's what's happened. I mean,
we're seeing power poker by Jen Mason. She's taking advantage of her stack size and the other players' weaknesses. Limp, a lot of dead money in there. 24,000 just laying out there going, steal me, Robert, steal me.
I know, and it's like, I mean, she could have so easily have just checked here, Jen, you know?
Yeah.
But she just wants everything and the opportunity. And that's,
Well, you know, I've often said that you can't leave any dead money laying out there. That's the key to no limit, not just poker. And looky here, though. Wow. Now.
That's great.
Yeah, that's strong poker.
Got to hand it to
How much more
Karen.
is it?
You have got to give it to Karen Wharton here. What a move.
That's a gutsy re-raise. But you know, once again,
42,000 more.
Karen Wharton had a stack size that was just about perfect to do this. She just
I think
needed
about
a
10,
little bit
11,000 more would give her that fold equity.
I agree.
42 to win 110.
Yeah, you're right. She needs a little deeper stack here to give her that extra edge on the fold equity. If Jen Mason calls us, though, she's not going to call willingly. She may call still, but she doesn't like it. I know that.
Well, she'd call with a lot of hands. Jack seven's a real piece of cheese. I mean, really. I mean, offsuit. I mean, it's pretty bad.
Well,
I
she's
didn't really see that coming.
definitely regretting
I
her
didn't see that coming.
aggressiveness.
I didn't really see that coming.
I'm gonna call.
Cool.
Wow.
two random
And
cards.
actually,
Taking my life.
great call. I mean, getting over 2-1 for her money
Yeah.
and being a coin flip, that's a
And-
So
great
you
call.
can just take it.
And it's one of those calls where you have to be willing to be embarrassed on TV. You know what I mean? Like, and it's
Yeah.
not, you know, but
Well, she's also
done-
embarrassed with the chip lead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she could afford those chips a lot easier than anybody else, but you're right.
it's a beautiful call. And it was a beautiful play by Karen.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of like how everybody played. Big trouble for Karen Wharton. She actually played this aggressively, but sometimes you have to tell a consistent story, and the story just didn't add up to Jen Mason, and it didn't add up to us either.
Wharton really down to the 2-4s in the deck here. That-
Oh, Jennifer.
It doesn't change
Change
it, doesn't
it.
change it.
Well, doesn't really help her hand. It looks like it does. It gives her 2 pair, but Wharton needs a 4, or her tournament
We're getting
day
more than
is
2 to 1
over.
tomorrow.
How do you know that?
And she should
thought
42 in. There's about
I'm
at
getting
least
it.
15,
Yeah.
You're getting at
I don't
least
want to
2.
excuse this. If
Wow.
hello, man.
Wow.
I think Karen's done everything she could with her cards tonight, but
Good game.
you know, this has been a
Good
tough
call,
game. Well, what do you make of this? About to hit 5 and 10,000 now, Robert.
Well, what I make of it is the bottom 3 are going to have to do some pushing. They're not going to be in a position just to make opening raises. You're going to see a lot more pushing here. And Jen Mason's still dominating the play.
Welcome back to the final heat of the Party Poker Women's World Open 2.
I think Kamam's really played well today. She's maximized a lot of hands. She made a marginal call with that King Jack, but overall she's played well. She should make her student Stephanie proud. But now will she join her in the finals? That's to be seen.
Yeah, and Jen bidding to be the first repeat finalist in the history of this tournament.
Waking up with 2 lovely ladies. Lofthouse. That name rolls off your tongue. I like that name, Lofthouse. It's a nice name. I think I'll name one of my kids that, just for a first name though. Lofthouse, come in here.
You want to do it if you're you want to do it if you're Cheryl.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you get called, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, you know, little aces too easily dominated there. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that all in or not, but you know, now she's going to have to get lucky.
She's got live cards. They're both virtually all in. I think Cheryl may cover Mel by a whisker or so, and not a horrible flop for Cheryl.
Gives her some additional outs with 6s for a straight. Only a 2-1 dog at this point. Well,
6 now
now
for the chop, huh?
yeah, that hurt her hand definitely. She needs an ace
it's not
to
one
win the
of the-
pot, or
yeah,
a
it's
6 to
big.
get half.
Here's the bullet in the gun.
Nope.
For Mel Lofthouse, this is,
Oh, good. Jolly good. I would have done
I
exactly
don't know
the
if you
same.
call it a courtesy double up, but she feels
looking away and looking
very
at everything else
appreciative of the fact that now she's really
never mind. Maybe there
increased
should
her,
be
her
more ones
chances
because
by
people are gonna,
a huge
like-
factor.
Okay, we
Yeah,
can.
not only
we look
by
after this.
crippling
After
another
this.
player, but also by doubling her stack up.
I had 1 chips. I won this tournament. You can win.
Mel Lofthouse stacking them up. It turns out Cheryl's still in this, but she's not feeling like it. Mel over 150, up to about 200, and poor Cheryl, I think down to 3,000.
Well, I mean, double up, double up, double up, double up. You'd rather have a chip and a chair than no chair and no chips at all.
I think I'd take the chips and be willing to stand without the chair.
Okay. Raise the 30 total. 20 to call. And call.
Now, why has Mel chosen to just call here? This pot's pretty big. Is it because she's deep now?
Yeah, a lot.